Shalom. Welcome back. First and foremost, I want to give all glory, praises, and honors to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And salutation to Yakin, pushing this word in sincerity and in truth. Back with another lesson. This is going to be a commentary on that great video one of the brothers from Man of Valor did. The video, Salakia. All brothers been going into about dreams and testimonies. Some brothers just didn't make it, right? But the point I want to touch on within his dream and his testimony was how brothers had to be approved, right? Meaning that there is authority on this earth, and that's and a lot of Akim got a problem with that, with the authority that the Lord set up on this earth, all right? And they just can't see it, all right? They just can't see it. And it starts with the apostles, of course, on down, even to brothers in these regional camps that has been pushing this word for a very, very good length of time, okay? They've been walking their road. They've been sacrificing, and they've been putting it all on the line to, bring this Salakia, to bring this word to you. But first scripture I'm gonna grab is in the book of First Peter chapter 2, verse 18. It says, servants be subject. Actually, let me start at 17. 1 Peter 2 and 17. Honor all men, love the brotherhood, fear the Most High, honor the king. Right? I'll speak on experience. There's a lot of brothers that murmur. There's a lot of brothers that backbite. A lot of brothers that don't respect the authority. All right? We had some guys, I point out Nasty Nas just as an example, who had a problem with certain individuals within the camp, man. All right? Certain brothers within the camp. So, going back to my point about the authority here on the earth, if you see a brother laboring next to you, you're supposed to honor that man, respect that man. All right? He's giving 110%. He's going out here pushing that word. You don't supposed to murmur against him, man, because you don't know who that man really is in the spirit. He could have a higher rank or a lower rank than you, right? Verse 18 says, servants be subject to your masters with all fear, not only to the good and gentle, but also to the froward. Even when the edict came out years ago, about 3 videos a week, the head here at the time in Chicago had a problem with the edict. He didn't respect it, and he got pushed out of there, man. All right? And this brother knew the scriptures. This brother come to camp. This brother did what he had to do, but he had a problem with that authority. And that's a reoccurring theme that I've seen over the years within this truth, man. All right? Because scriptures say you gotta be subject to your masters with all fear, not only the good and gentle, but also to the froward, because there's different spirits. Every brother don't got the same spirit and the personality to link up or be in agreement all the time, but it's going to be the same agreement within the understanding of the scriptures, meaning the edict came out to carry it out, period. Some brothers are more froward. I'm going to that word froward for you. Look it up. Some brothers are good, gentle, more relaxed, and they're in the leadership. So it's different personalities, but it's all to meet the use of the master, man. All right? So let's keep going. This is Philippians chapter 2. Let's start at verse 12. It says, wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. And in that video, he was saying brothers were trying to pitch a case, brothers was losing it. I did this and that. Ultimately, it's, whether you make it or not, it's going to be the Salakia. It's going to be up to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, you know. But we do have authority on this earth, whom the Lord has made authority on this earth. It would behoove you to listen to him. All right? That's the most sensible thing you could do for yourself, man. All right? Because you got that spirit of murmuring, that spirit of backbiting, brothers talking shit, all right? Not wanting to follow this order. They got a problem with it. You know, they don't respect this leader, but they respect that leader. All that pettiness, man, brothers need to drop that. All right? Now follow what the scriptures say. It says, "For it is Most High which worketh in you, both to will and to do of his good pleasure. Do all things without murmuring and disputing." Right? Following orders, doing what you need to do. And the second part of that lesson, the brother, or the most prominent meaning of that video was, be on fire, don't be lukewarm, get the most out of your ability, because there is different levels within this truth. Some brothers got a double, triple portion of the spirit, and some brothers just got the spirit. But if I've seen brothers that's deep as hell, knew all the scriptures, but guess what? Their ass is out of here. Versus a brother that knows modern scriptures, but he's real sincere, and he's been fighting and going through this thing, and he's still on this path, man. All right, so you're going to have both cases. It says that ye may be blameless and harmless, the sons of the Most High, without rebuke in the midst of a crooked and perverse nation, among whom ye shine as lights of the world, right? So being in order is part of this process. Respecting the authority that the Lord set up is part of the process. Okay? You know? And that's something that that might seem minute to different individuals, but that's why in the spirit I show respect to all brothers. I don't care if we got different clashing personalities. I don't care, if we like different things. Who gives a fuck? This is a man of the Lord until proven different, and he deserves respect, man, based on his sacrifice, based on his labors, right? Let's keep going. From there, Salaki still dealing with this fucking sickness. 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 8. It says, "For though I should boast somewhat more of our authority, which the Lord hath given us for edification and not for your destruction, I should not be ashamed," right? Even in ancient times to these modern times, the apostles, the prophets, the ones that came back are here today, and they have authority in this word. They're out, they're about, they're not hiding. You see who they are. They're doing the works. They're laboring. The proof is in the pudding, and those men deserve respect. It says that I may not seem as if I would terrify you by letters, for this letter say they are weighty and powerful, but his bodily presence is weak, and his speech is contemptible. Meaning he wasn't a huge individual when you go back up and start reading, dealing with Paul, his stature, so you can understand. Verse 11, let such as one think this, that such and we are in the word by letters. When we are absent, such will be also indeed when we are present. For we dare not make ourselves of the number or compare ourselves with some that commend themselves, but they measure themselves by themselves. All that comparing, I do this, you do that. Oh, I did more than you. Like I said, I've seen a lot of that over the years. They almost turned this truth into a pissing contest, right? But you got to do the most you can do, man. You got to push your limit to the max. You got to examine yourself, right? And your threshold might not be as high as somebody else's. But that doesn't mean you can bullshit, lollygag, and not do the work. That's not what I'm saying. But hey, you need to get the most out of your ability. Everybody's not, sports analogy, everybody's not LeBron James. All right? Everybody's not Michael Jordan. You got other players on that team that had to do their role and do their part so the team can win. So they got to maximize whatever potential they got. Let's keep going. It says, but they measuring themselves by themselves and comparing themselves among themselves are not wise. But we will not boast of things without our measure, but according to the measure of the rule which the Most High have distributed to us, a measure to reach even unto you, right? If you love me, feed my sheep, do the work, man. Just keep it simple. Do the work, be sincere, be a good brother, all right? Go back to the basics. For we stretch not ourselves beyond our measure, for as though we reach not unto you, for we are come as far as to you also in preaching the gospel of the anointed, not boasting of things without our measure, that is, of other man's labors, right? But having hope, when your faith is increased, that we shall be enlarged by you according to our rule abundantly, right? So even in that time, even in this time, hey, you got individuals starting with the apostles that got rule, right? That's watching for your salvation, right? Not meaning they can save you, but they're watching you and showing you, becoming that living epistle, being that living letter for you to follow. All right? And they can boast and talk shit because guess what? They're putting in work. You can't disparage that, man. Right? He's not just talking it and not living it. He's not being a hypocrite. Starting with the apostles, they're doing it, laboring, you know, at a speed that's unmatched. Put it like that. To preach the gospel in regions beyond you, and not boast in another man's line of things made ready to our hand. But he that glorieth, let him glory in the Lord. For not he that commendeth himself is approved, but whom the Lord commendeth, right? So we don't sit here and automatically say, oh, I'm going to make it. We always use the word hopeful elect. I hope I make it. Lord willing, I make it. You know, if it's the Lord's will, I'm a part of that number. That's how we speak. That's the humility that you're supposed to have, man. All right. Ultimately, the Lord do got to commend you. But guess what? The authority that the Lord put on earth, he's going to commend them to approve you or not. He's going to commend them to let you in the camp or not. He's going to speak to them to kick your ass out of the camp when you're not doing what you need to do. Right? So it's all through the Spirit. The Lord set up these individuals. Right? So yes, there is authority on this earth, and the murmurers and the backbiters. I don't like how he said this. I don't like how, the nitpickers. Hey, man, grow up. Man, grow the hell up. Who cares what you like? When you're on your damn job and your boss or manager tells you to do something, guess what? Your ass get up and do it, man. All right? Show some respect. Let's go into the 2 Corinthians 11:1. It says, would to the Most High ye could bear with me a little of my folly, and indeed bear with me, for I am jealous over you with godly jealousy, for I have espoused you to one husband, that I may present you as a chaste virgin to Yahushua. Right? He want to present you, meaning the leadership, the authority. He want to present you as a chaste, as in this verse, a chaste virgin, meaning clean, unspotted. All right? Doing what you need to do. All right? Handling your responsibilities, being on point. So they're there to guide you. They're there to be an example, right? And that's powerful, man. I see the example. I see the work that, starting with the apostles and elders, but not just them. Hey, brothers in all these different notable camps all over the country. Hell, all over the world right now. That's putting in work, that's consistent, that's breaking things down, all right? That's showing real leadership, man. The Lord is working through these men, and you have to acknowledge it. Okay, you have to acknowledge it. But if you a simpleton, or you got a problem, or you getting wild on the comment board, talking mad shit to one of them, hey, you never know, man. That could be your one-way ticket of not making it, man. You don't know who this servant is. All right, remember that. But that's pretty much the point. I'm not going to belabor it. Just want to read through a couple of them chapters. But just, like I said, it was a beautiful video. If you haven't watched it, go back and watch the full video. But I just wanted to key in on that. Yes, the Lord has authority within the earth, man. All right, leadership within the earth. And it needs to be respected. But that's the point. want to give glory, praises, and honors to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Shalom the next time.